everybody. Welcome back. This is the day 7 base defense of the cabin retreat. I promise I did an earlier video where I showed you how I set up and tried to build this defense for the cabin retreat, which is my current home in this playthrough. This is on version 2.3 on an Xbox Series X, just for those that are curious. You can see my outer layer and then my catwalk here. I've got the barbed wire to slow the enemy down. I'm defending with a pipe machine gun, a pipe pistol, and bows and arrows, so we'll see how this goes. As you can see, the zombies are already working their way up to my catwalk. They, kind of single file in, and this is what makes this defense a little bit easier. That way you don't, have to defend multiple sides, or I shouldn't have to defend multiple sides. We'll see how this works. Like I said, this is the first time I've done this with a pre-existing structure, so we'll see how it goes. So now here I've noticed that the zombies look like maybe they're not trying to work their way around. It looks like they're going to actually try to come through this wall. Wasn't expecting this. This was a lot earlier. Usually they don't start doing this until kind of later in the night as they can't make it through. I was hoping they would come around, but it doesn't look like they are. In fact, it almost looks like they're climbing on top of each other to try to get up and over the wall, so maybe that'll be to my advantage. But usually if they get stuck like that, they kind of go into rampage mode where they just start trying to destroy things. So there's a good chance they'll make it through this wall, and that's going to cause me a problem. Because the defense is a lot easier when they're coming from the front and not from the side and the front. And I really hate the pipe rifle. It's so slow to reload. So they busted a hole in the wall, so this is going to be problematic. Luckily, I laid a few spike traps down here in anticipation of somebody getting around. The good news is that they're funneling through this spot, so it makes it easier to take them out. But with these slow reloading weapons, this is going to be a bit of a challenge. So it sounds like they're trying to attack somewhere else. I wonder if they're on the other side now. Yep. Okay, so they came from the left side, still trying to get up my catwalk, so that's kind of where I wanted them to funnel. This is good. This gives me, you know, the spike traps can do the damage, the barbed wire can slow them down, but now I've got to watch my back constantly for them to come up behind me. Because if they start spawning from that direction, then I'm going to have problems. The other good thing about this defense is it gives you a chance, if you're good at ranged weapons, to just really crank up some experience points. Traps don't give you a lot of experience points. The spike traps won't give you any if they die on a spike trap. So it kind of allows them to come to you a little bit and gives you plenty of opportunity to take them out with a ranged weapon. That way you can get additional experience points and kind of rack up the experience point on Blood Moon Nights. Fortunately, they're still coming from the front, so I haven't had any sneak up behind me. But they're wearing out my barbed wire. I've only got about an hour to go. Uh-oh. I see some moving around down there. I'm not sure. I think they're trying to work their way around the front, which is good. This could get bad because I'm getting low on ammo. And I'm having to watch my back. Trying to repair on the fly is not an easy task. This is a dangerous tactic, but because you can run out of stamina real quick. Now I'm just praying for daylight. Down to 30 bullets. Alright, I'm out. It's up to my pipe pistol. Still got 20 plus minutes to go. This is not looking good. No, no, somebody got behind me. This is not good. I went the wrong way. Should have went inside. Magic spear, do your trick. You can see my stamina is struggling. Seven minutes to go. 5 minutes. 4 minutes. 3 minutes. Alright, we made it. We just gotta do the cleanup duty. Oh no! Get off me. They're still coming. 5 minutes after and they're still coming. Thank goodness this was the first night. Okay, music changed. All right, whew, that was a close one. Now let's kind of look at some loot. We'll just go around and collect some loot. Just in case. But yeah, they did some damage. Just didn't work out as well as I thought it was going to. We'll definitely have to do some upgrades. Maybe add a second layer to the wall, outer wall, and maybe that'll keep them from wanting to break through the wall. Definitely going to need some work on this a little bit. Alright, well that's all I got. I'm just going to probably let this go until I pick up some of this loot, just so you can see what loot I picked up through the night and how I can kind of navigate around this. You can kind of see the damage that the zombies did. You know, the outer spikes on the outer wall really helped. It helped thin out a lot, but eventually I guess they got tired of trying to come around it and they decided to go through the wall. So that was almost my demise, but we made it. Okay, well, if you got any questions, feel free to drop a comment. If you like to see more content like this, I enjoy playing 7 Days to Die. I know it's not my typical content I do on this channel, but if you like to see this type of stuff, I'd love to do more content. I play it all the time anyway, so definitely can do more content on this. And that's all I've got. And as always, thanks for watching. You